there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cowboys ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
To throw, it's Alford. Makes the catch. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Back to pass. That's caught. It's Booker. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. This crowd full of throats, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a... Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Oklahoma State's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. To the air, it's Flores. A little screen to the running back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cowboys want to move quickly. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. And as he throws, it's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They punt it away on 4th down. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Flores. Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he got loose. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cowboys are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Gonna run it. It's Brock. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Coastal Carolina answered the bell away from Conway today with an impressive victory. The Chanticleers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Back to pass, it's Alford. They've got the screen set up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling it. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Offside defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ford. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Past the 45. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Dropping back, it's Flores. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it sits just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here's the handoff. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Using his legs, it's Ellison. Finds some fresh air. Makes his man miss. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Now they're going to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Alford. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm.
And when it's third and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You could tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Makes a move. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rigby. And they're able to get him on the ground. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Boyd. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Rides the back on the option. The give. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. He's up to 55 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Caught behind the line. It's Ford. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Flores. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The run to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run the draw. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Flores. Snagged out of the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. Hunt is on its way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Cowboys in the hurry up. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Flores. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Catch in the middle, it's Foley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Ford. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Rigby. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. Got enough for the 1st down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Fires left. Makes the grab. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. To the ground with the back. Sweet cut there. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Tulsa now has it in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Alford. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football.
Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
To the air, it's Flores. Got it set up on the outside. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. And the Cowboys had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Got his man. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Cowboys! And here they come, almost all the way back. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn had an an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ballard.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looking for a man. It's Alford. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll give it to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Gives it on the option. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Cowboys come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Flores. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The give on the inside. Jukes his way for more. At the 40, there he goes. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll try to pop the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Alford. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they've regained the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Trying the left side. Quick spin on the run.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Gives it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Flores. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Cowboys didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Using his legs, it's Fields. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Cowboys really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now they take the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Ballard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. He leaves it with the back. Hard running there. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Running back searching for a hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Alford. Working that left side now. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ford. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Snagged in the middle, it's Booker. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Alford. Makes the grab. It's Ballard. They stop him just a leak or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Handoff to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Kick is in the air. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing it.
The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Flores. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. Trying to get rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The give to the tailback. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. The give to the lone running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Dropping back, it's Alford. Got a man, it's Ellison. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Stands in and takes the hit. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Ballard. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Power football with the run.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tulsa! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Alford. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pressure coming. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it on the left. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance.
They've got the play bottled up. fumble, it's out. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking to throw, it's Flores. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Split backs here. Sends it back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Fields. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We'll get it started here in overtime. Running the red zone, it's Fields. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He's got it. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they're on top here in overtime.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Alford. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
4th and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence.